3, 2, 1. Servus, Grüezi, and welcome not to the best night, your favorite podcast with your favorite BBoy host, your favorite breaking show. And my guest, this time, all the way from the USA, the creator of one of the most legendary events in our culture. Please make some noise for Mr. Cros One.
What's that?
So first, I always like to give, like you say nowadays, the flowers to my guests, right? So,
Yeah.
thank you, sir, for everything you did, everything you do, and will do in the future for our scene. You, uh, you inspire generations, generations, not only people, generations. So, thank you for everything, brother. Really, much respect to you and your hard work.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for yours too.
Shoutouts to Bottega Prama. I'm really happy and excited for the cooperation. Use the code GTV10 now to get your discount on your purchase and also become a patron now. And at the end of the month, you can win €100 for their online store. Yes, Bottega Prama, slow fashion, dancewear, streetwear, B Pro, patented protection and culture. B Pro patented protection is really crazy because B Pro means be protected and it's an innovative under t-shirt that protects the points of the body at great risk of injury, wrists, elbows, and for the first time in the world, the shoulders. How does B Pro work? Our pads have a double function, they absorb shocks and at the same time return the thrust. It is worn like a normal thermal shirt and on top you put any dress you want and the protections are invisible. No loss of style, protection and total freedom of movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, Freestyle Session is very important because I started in 2000, right?
All right.
And the first VHS that I saw that was not Battle of the Year was Freestyle Session 5.
Oh, really? That's crazy from being that you're from out there, you know?
Yes. And I remember specifically the intro. We just watched the intro 1,000 times because it was so dope with the music and all the
Yeah.
highlights and everything. And then, of course, when you watch the VHS, when you see Moy hitting the five air flare on the stage, and it was
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. So many Spartanic Rockers. No, no, no. What was the Japanese crew called? Not Spartanic Rockers.
Titan Club?
Yes,
Yeah.
they were crazy. I remember Crumbs doing the hollowback against the wall in the battle.
Yeah.
Like so many nice exchanges, so many nice exchanges. So this is really a special one for me.
Or-
Um, so when did of course, people who don't know, you're also B-boy, right? So you start breaking first.
Yeah, I was breaking first.
So do you remember what was the first thing that you saw that was hip hop? Maybe a rapper or a graffiti or a DJ?
Uh, I mean, the first, I didn't even see it first. I just heard it first, you know? So I heard a Run DMC tape that my friend had.
Mm. Okay,
And
okay.
it was just a different sound, you know, like the more boom. It was a
Yes.
Run DMC, so it was like boom, boom, cock. So it was
Eh,
like
This is end of the 80s?
83
Ah, 83.
ish. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
So like
nice.
it was literally the first Run DMC tape, and like I've heard Hard Times, and like I was just like, yo, fucking song is hidden, you know. So
Okay. And that already,
I borrowed my friend's tape, and then just kept playing it over and over again. And yeah, not too long after that, just heard more music, and
Mhm,
you know the culture just came up fast. You know, like in
mhm,
America, like breaking was everywhere, like in by '84. You know, so
mhm.
kind of came and went though. So you know, we had probably like a good year and a half of it where it was like, oh man, this is life. You know, and then it just went. And then after that, I got more into graffiti. So
Ah, was
you know,
was that the first element you really got into, graffiti?
no, breaking was
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
yeah. So I was breaking like 84, like all of 84, maybe a little bit of 85, and then by then it was already out. You know.
Ah, and how did that look? Because nowadays we know with the dance schools and the dance teachers and everything.
It
How
was
did you?
everywhere. It was everywhere. Like every kid in America was either breaking or trying to break or popping or you know trying to DJ or trying to do graffiti. Like you know, it was like I feel like everybody was trying to do it. At least
Mhm,
where I was at, I was in more in the hood. So like you know,
mhm.
like I mean, everybody in my neighborhoods, like everybody was breaking.
And
We go to the mall, like we'd see other crews, like it was crazy.
so you had any like older persons you can learn from, or you just copied other
Uh,
things?
yeah, but if I felt like we were all learning together, so I mean, some people were doing a little bit more than others. So yeah, I was like in third or fourth grade, so all the guys that I was running with were more like older than me, so they're like sixth grade.
Yeah.
So I was learning from them, and then we were like a junior crew of an older crew. So like the older crew was
Ah,
like all junior high school kids. So like
what was the name of the crew?
Rock City.
Rock City.
Yeah, so in San Diego there was a Rock City, and then I was in the junior Rock City, like Rock City Juniors.
Ah, nice.
But that's
And
what's crazy, man. Like this was back then, and like there was like the older kids and the younger kids, and then like there was already kind of like a hierarchy in a way, you know.
ah, nice, nice. And you already, was there already jams going on?
Not really. We went to skating rinks to battle.
Mm.
So like, because they would play music there. So like, people were skating around in circles, and then in the middle, nobody was skating. So like, we'd be in the side or in the middle, and we'd find other breakers and we'd battle them. You know?
What, any accidents?
No, nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember the type of music you danced back then too?
Yeah, it was like I don't say I don't. I mean, it was more like I wouldn't even say it was breaking music, but it was more like freestyle music.
Hmm.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I don't even remember, man. It's so far back.
Of
Yeah,
course,
like
of
more
course,
like
of
more like
course.
Run DMC and Houdini and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
like that time. I always say freestyle because I that probably came a little bit later, but like
Mhm,
yeah, like
mhm. And after you got into graffiti, you went back to breaking?
yeah, I was into graffiti like around right after breaking, like a lot of the guys that were in my breaking crew, they started getting into gangs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it was like half went into gangs, the other half started writing graffiti, and the other half was just into sports and stuff. So I was like kind of into sports. You know, a bunch of my friends were writers, so they were doing graffiti, and a bunch of my homies were like gangsters. So like, I would hang out with the gangsters, and then sometimes I hang out with the graffiti writers.
Okay, okay,
Sometimes I
okay,
do sports. I was all over the place, so I knew a bunch of
okay.
people. And
But
then I would actually go on missions and go paint with my homies that were writers, and I didn't want to get in trouble with my dad, so like I would just tell him like, "Yo, just hit me up. I don't want to do it, but I'll go with you." So like, so it happened for like maybe like a year or two. Like I was just going along, and then finally in '88, I started doing. I started like just said fuck it, just picked up the can and started like fucking around. So
you had the
so
you had the
80,
talent?
so 88 till about like 96, I was doing graffiti
You
like
had
pretty
the
heavy.
talent for it, or you needed to learn the skills?
No, like so I was kind of an artistic kid, so like when breaking was in, I was like already doing graffiti like on paper. So when I say I'm actually doing it, I'm saying like I actually was going bombing and learning the styles of writing and all that stuff from like I would say 88. But before then I was already doing some on paper and stuff.
Mm, mhm.
But that whole thing like, like with graffiti there was like a whole area to go to in San Diego. So like a lot of people would go to like this certain pit where everybody would paint, and then I just like met a lot of people that were like pretty heavy into hip hop. So like a lot of people that used to break, and then eventually they started breaking again when breaking started coming back.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, it was a cool time.
And we know, of course, we in Europe, we heard the stories about in the night, all masked up, going to the trains and shit, and then spraying them. Only you have like only 10 minutes. You also
Yeah,
experienced.
for us, we didn't. I live on the West Coast, so we didn't have trains.
Ah, yes, this is a New York
So
thing, right? Yes.
so our trains were like billboards on the side of the freeway or like on the side of the train line, like not trains, but like we had this thing called a trolley, so it would travel north to south. So
Mm-hmm.
there'll be areas where you could hit like buildings on the side, so you see
Mm-hmm.
them on your way out or in,
Mm,
and
okay,
then
okay.
on the freeways, like where you drive. the green signs. We call them green signs, but the
Yes.
freeway overpasses. We would get on the back of those, and those would be like our trains, you know. So like,
Okay.
so yeah, we would go up there and just burn it real quick. Like, I mean, we would only have a couple minutes, like really. So
Mm-hmm.
we're doing like outlines and
And
throw up stuff.
you had like a signature you always did, or was there always different types you sprayed?
No, my graffiti name was Cros One. So that's how I
Ah,
got the name Cros One. Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah,
Ah, you got it because you were a writer. You got the name
yeah,
Cros One. Ah,
yep.
one of your mentors gave it to you?
No, I just made it myself because
Ah,
my
okay.
real name is Chris. So like when I made the name Cross One, and then a friend of mine actually took the name for a second, but he was one of those guys that always changed his name.
Okay, okay.
So as soon as he changed his name again, I just took it back, and then I just was, and then Crisscross came out. Remember Crisscross
Yes,
Jump?
the pants backwards.
Yeah, I forgot what year that was, but once that came out, like my name kind of stuck with everybody. Everyone's
Nice.
like, "Oh, it's Crisscross, Crisscross," you know. So
Nice. What do you think was the craziest or most dangerous place you put your tag?
probably a freeway overpass or like so there was like a billboard like maybe like 300 feet off the ground,
Oh
and
shit.
I almost fell off. Like, yeah, those are crazy experiences. Yeah,
As a young kid, you're not afraid, right? You just risk everything.
yeah. Never look down. That's all I can say.
Damn. Damn.
Uh,
Nice. So you still like nowadays to paint walls?
no, last time I painted was probably like I don't know 4 or 5 years ago. I can still
Ah.
do it, but I just don't really have too much time for it, you know.
Yes, yes,
But
yes,
but
yes.
it's crazy because my first partners, they're like, well, my partner that I did it really heavy with, he still paints. He's like a king in our city, you know, like he's really dope. He goes by Hassel, so like he's super dope.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
So tell us about the transition from Cros One, the graffiti writer, to Cros One, the organizer of Freestyle Session.
So it was kind of gradual because like we were writing and then we made a writing crew and then we made a party crew. So back in the days there was raves like for house music and like, you know, like techno.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be where all the girls were at, you know. So like we were like, yo, let's go there, you
Of
know.
course,
So
where the girls are.
and we actually went to one, that's where I started breaking again. So in my party crew we all started breaking,
Mm,
but we were also writers. It was kind of like we partied by day and night, and then after all that, on the way home, we would go write. You know, so
nice.
like, so I started breaking more there, and then I always got getting heavy, like really battling at all these raves all the time. And then it was one time where I went to a rave, which was half like part like party cruise, and the other half was like actual b-boy cruise, like real hip hop shit.
Mm-hmm.
And what's crazy is I seen all the people that I used to write with because they were hip hop cats. So like I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And then like, you know, they're like, "Oh, what up? Like, what are you doing here?" I was like, "Oh, I'm here because there's the freaking party cruiser here, you know." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And then there was actually a battle between the breakers that are like hip hop and then the breakers that are like from party crews. So like they battled, and then that's where I met my ultimate crew that I came from, is Delivery Boys. They were like one of the crews that were in the battle, and like I mean we got smoked. Like the party crews got smoked because the hip hop cats were like just way better, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
had
Mm-hmm.
more power moves and stuff. So I was like, yo, you guys are real dope. Where do you guys practice? And then they told me, and then I started practicing with them, and then ultimately got down with, you know, Delivery Boys. And then
Nice. So
this was like '93.
they had their own studio?
No, we would just break at people's garages. That's pretty much how everybody came up. Yeah. Garages and like teen nights, and then there used to be these things called teen nights where like for teenagers they would play music, so it's kind of like a party once a week, and then they also had like YMCA's and boys and girls clubs where you could just kind of like an
Yes.
open floor, you know.
Yes.
So like, and I've been to a couple in like Europe. It was kind of like similar, you know.
Yeah,
So
we practiced in youth center.
yeah, same
Youth
thing,
center always gave
same
us
thing.
and then because in Vienna you have 23 districts and every district has a youth center, right?
Yep,
So
yeah, same thing, same way here.
Monday, Tuesday we were in the 11th. No, Monday was 11th district, Tuesday
Uh,
was 5th district,
Yeah.
Wednesday was ninth district, and then
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday was second district, and then is
Yeah.
the weekend,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays you with all the schools you don't have this anymore. So who gave you the idea to create the freestyle session?
So around in '95, I kind of like I was going to school. So I graduated in like '93. So the
Mm-hmm.
year that I started breaking again, I was graduating, and then I was getting good, and then in like '95, I went on tour in Japan with this crew called Dynamic Wizards.
Ah,
So
okay.
Static that used to be from Air Force, he started this group. It was kind of like a show group. So it was like breakers and lockers. So like Loose Caboose and Cosmo Lock, and like even Orko was in that group before, and then also like Static, and then a couple other people like this guy Marvin who ended up getting in Renegades. We had the show group, so I got to go to Japan for like a week to 10 days, and we were doing a couple shows, and then I met my boy Machan who actually runs Top Nation in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So so he like gave me an open invitation. He's like, "Hey man, you should move to Japan. You can come stay at my house or whatever." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Most people just kind of say that. But I just kind of put him up on it. I called him up. I was like, "Hey man, like
Luggage
I'm
ready?
ready. I'm ready to go, dude." So I ended up moving out there. He let me stay with him for a little bit, and then he worked for like a hip hop shop. So I kind of got to see like how they conducted business within like even just like breaking and like clothing and all that stuff. So I kind of soaked up game, and then also I was selling stuff in their store. So I brought some stuff from America, like Jordans and stuff. So I was selling sneakers before there was even a sneaker game,
Ah,
because it was big in Japan. So there's
yes.
like a retail arbitrage opportunity. So like buy shoes for $100 in America, sell them for in Japan for 300. Like
Yes.
that's how crazy it was. So that swing, I was just buying stuff from America and then selling it in Japan while I
Yeah,
was there.
because in USA was really cheap, right?
Yeah, yeah. So and in Japan, the money was like really worth a lot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So how
So
long did you stay in Japan?
I stayed for like I want to say like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because you also have a Japanese origin, right?
yeah, yeah. My mom's Japanese, so I spoke
Ah, nice.
Japanese and everything. So
Oh,
yeah,
you speak Japanese too.
yeah.
Ah, nice, nice.
Decent, not really that great,
Ah,
but
okay.
good enough. But yeah, so I stayed out there, and then me and Machan at the time, Machan he was working at like a hip hop shop, so like we would always, because he was teaching breaking, so he gave me his classes when I was living out there. So every week when I would teach the class, we would have a little bit of money because we were charging per head, and then like we would just go to like a bar or like an izakaya and just like order a bottle of whiskey and just like drink and talk about our dreams and what we wanted to do. So he was like, I want to open my own shop. I don't want to work for somebody. I want to open my own shop. And I was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, well, if you open your shop, I'll figure out how I could help your shop. If I start a clothing company or if I'm doing something or whatever. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but we would always talk about shit. So finally, yeah, like around '97, I just decided to throw an event, and yeah, it was supposed to be called Session at first, but there was actually a club called Sessions or Session. So like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just call it Freestyle Session then, because all the elements could freestyle. So like that was the premise behind the name Freestyle Session. So
Ah, nice.
when
And
I did the first one, I got with Ivan. He helped me promote the first couple ones, and then
nice,
like it just kind of off to the races after that.
nice. I mean, nowadays we know freestyle session has changed over the years, like the categories. Sometimes it's 2-on-2, 3-on-3. You brought the
Yeah.
crews also back. Uh, for the first one, was there a team or there was just like we
It was
know?
just a crew battle because that's what like back then. That's pretty much what majority of the events were, just crew battles.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So and like there was no category and an older category because we were kids. Like everybody was like teenagers or like early
Hmm.
20s.
Hmm.
So
And was there like we know nowadays a pre-selection also?
no, that didn't come along till like I want to say like 2001.
So how did you move forward in the battle to decide the winner?
We would usually just pick the first 8 crews that want to sign up. We would just do it. So first 8, and then by 5, like 16 crews were entering, and then by 6, like I think 40 crews entered. So that's when we started doing the pre-selection.
Ah, okay,
And
okay.
then by the 10-year anniversary, we had 110 full crews. So that's when we introduced the 2 ciphers, because that we used to do that in Japan because there was so many crews. So we did the 2 ciphers because it cut the prelim time in
In
half,
half,
and
yes.
we're able to have more ciphers.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's nice. And it was always with time limit, right?
Well, we used to do rounds, and then yeah, it just eventually became a time limit.
Ah,
But
you
then we
did.
go back. But now that we do like 2-on-2s or 3-on-3s, we do more like rounds. Like everybody gets a round.
Ah, yes. And
Yeah.
I'm also curious about this. How was the decision? There was no 3, 2, 1, right?
Oh yeah, there was in the beginning.
Ah, you
Yeah.
also had the voting with the countdown?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody was like, "Yo, 3, 2, 1," and then the judges would be like, "Boom."
Ah, I
But the
see.
judging was very loose. Like, I think the first 1, 2, 3 events that I did, 1, 2, and 3, like I literally just would look around the room and be like, "Hey, you want to judge? You want to judge? Are you available to judge?" It was kind of like a real quick thing. Like, oh, let's pick the
Mm-hmm.
judges. But then
Mm-hmm.
by 4, it was like, all right, I need to get the judges beforehand. I need to figure out who's gonna come out.
Number 4 is
I don't
with
know
the
what the hell's
flying
going.
tortillas, right?
No, number 3 was flying tortillas.
Brian 3 was flying
Yeah,
tortillas. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
then 4 was when I brought Benny from
Yes,
Flying
from
Steps.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
So I
Nice.
tried to bring Storm back because the event did so well,
Mm-hmm.
but then he was busy and he was like, "Oh, I got a friend that's really good. You should bring him out because he's younger." So he
Mm,
hooked me up with Benny.
nice. And you already back then flew out cruise or everybody came
I
for
didn't I didn't fly out any cruise. I still don't really fly out too many cruise
yeah.
really ever. It's just if I feel like there's like a drop in like talent, then I
So
might do it
so
sometimes.
so
But
you
yeah,
think the third edition made so much noise in the scene that everybody said to themselves, "Hey, we need to be there."
yeah, for sure. Because by 4, like it was more cruise, and then 5 was crazy. 6 was
5
even
was
more. I mean, from 5 to 6, the cruise more than doubled, and by from 5, like 6 to 7, was even more, and then from 7 to 8 was even crazier, and then by
Mhm.
10, like I said, we got to up to like 110 crews, and that's even after I cut it. I was like, "Yo, no more crews," because it's 110. That's a lot of battles. So like, I think over 120 real crews came out for Freestyle Session 10-year anniversary.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. 120 crew.
Uh, but what's crazy now is I feel like it's going down. Like it went down, but then also like,
100%. 100%.
but then I also feel like I'm doing. There's more events that are happening too. So like,
Hmm.
you know, the the mystique of going to an event isn't the same feeling anymore because it's
Yes.
like, oh, I could just go to another one next week.
Yes.
Whereas this one is like, if you missed Freestyle Session at the end of the year, you're probably not going to go to anything else until like BBoy Summit, which was like in the summertime.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
like, if you missed it, you're going to miss
Yeah.
out for a
And
while.
you never knew who will be there, right? You didn't know who you're gonna see there.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right.
feel like you still don't know, but everybody has their ear to the streets. You kind of find
Hmm.
out,
Hmm.
and then we do qualifiers, so people kind of like, oh, those
Hmm.
guys are gonna come. Oh shit.
You also did the Japanese edition, right? Was it
Yeah,
2002, I think?
no,
Or two.
we've done Japanese freestyle sessions since 2002. I want to say
Hmm.
2003, but yeah, it happened almost every year since then.
So you, with your freestyle session in Japan, you could help your friend with his own store then, like you promised him?
Yeah, he throws freestyle session in Japan.
Ah,
So
good, perfect.
so when I started doing the events, I started making T-shirts of freestyle session, and I was selling shirts, and then also I was making the videos. But that's why I started making like a lot of consumer type things. I was making mix CDs that he could sell. I was selling, spin hats that he could sell. I was making anything that I could like make that help him out, I was making because it
That's so
also helped
dope.
help me out. So like
That's
he helped
so
both of
dope.
us. So
That's
yeah,
so dope. That's so
yeah.
dope. And when did you start to do qualifiers?
Well, 2004. It's funny because my friend from LA, he moved to Spain, and he started a distribution company for like clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew a lot of hip hop shops all across the Europe. So he's the one that came up with the idea to do events and like kind of like I guess license them out to different
Like a
promoters.
franchise, right?
Yeah, so he did that. Um, and yeah, so like you know we
That was the first in Europe was in Spain.
2004. Yeah, no, the first one wasn't in Spain. The first one was actually in Belgium, I think. So like,
Oh, okay.
but we did 8 that year,
Oh, wow.
and then the finals were at in the UK with Hooch at Urban Games.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I
And
see.
then that year, the winner of that one went to Japan for the World Finals. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. So you didn't only have the world finals in the States, you also had them in Japan.
The first World Finals was in Japan
Okay.
because normally it would just be like freestyle session,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you know. And then since we did freestyle session World Finals in Japan, I call it the World Finals because we actually did a whole world tour.
Yes, of
So
course.
like,
Of course,
so
yeah.
like we just kind of named it that. I didn't want to call it a world championship because I feel like everybody does world championships and shit. So like this was like a world tour finale,
Nice.
so like that's why I called it that.
Nice.
And then yeah, eventually like, when cuz after that year 2004 in 2005 and 6, I don't think we did like a whole tour like that cuz I was so tired. I got tired like that year was crazy. So like I was like, yo, I got to take a break, so I didn't
Mm-hmm.
do it the next year. And then when we started doing them again, uh cuz that whole business model I feel like was like, I mean, not only my friend introduced me to that business model for Europe, but also we were doing it for Alpha Fame
Ah,
because we
okay.
pattern because we pattern Alpha Fame behind like techniques, DMC World Championship, the
Mm-hmm.
DJ Championship.
Yes, yes, yes.
So they would do those all over the place. We're like, oh, let's do that one for breaking. So that's why we made Alpha Fame. So we
Ah,
we were we were working with promoters all over the nation, America, and we were like, yo, okay, if you throw this event, just fly out the winner to the finals and we'll let you do it and then we'll go. And then so we were
mm,
setting up deals like that.
okay. But you never
So,
organized any other events, only freestyle session.
no, I did uh freestyle session, I did Alpha Fame, uh and then I also did like music concerts,
Okay, I see.
nightclubs,
Mm-hmm.
DJ battles,
Mm-hmm.
MC battles.
Mm-hmm.
So the first couple years though, I was always trying to do it around freestyle session, like
Yes.
freestyle session MC battle, freestyle session DJ battle.
Yes.
And those are pretty big. Those are pretty nice. So like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just
And
just just learning the ropes on how to promote,
mhm.
because I was also working for a like a record promotion company, a record pull company called 3D Street
Okay.
Promotions. So it was like a street promotion, like kind of guerrilla promotions. So like they're the ones that kind of taught me like touring and branding, and like I was like kind of like honing those skills through
Yeah.
that.
How to make business, right?
Uh,
Yeah. And uh, why did you start to change the format?
so cruise, I felt like we're kind of dying out a little bit, like around 12.
Mm-hmm.
So like we went from like 110 at 10, and then 11 went down like maybe like to 40, and then by like 12 it was down to like 16 barely.
Damn.
Yeah, so like I was like, yo, what's up with the cruise? Like, are they just dying out or what? Like I didn't really, I was kind of confused.
Yeah.
So that was the year that we got like a bronze sponsorship. Like Thomas from Battle of the Year like hooked us up with the bronze sponsorship
Mm-hmm.
because they were doing that for Battle of the Year.
Ah, yeah. You saw the ads with the
Yeah,
Lean Rock, right?
yeah. And then they had the movie Battle of the Year. So we kind
Mm-hmm.
of like struck a deal with Braun and the Battle of the Year. and then I wanted to change it up, so we made it 3-on-3. We did it 3-on-3
Mm.
because then we were doing, qualifiers, and then we were also doing like like I flew out like a crew to come just to kind of spice it up, and they ended up winning Jinjo crew, and then yeah, just from there it just kind of got its groove back because like 3-on-3 it's easier to make a crew, so like
Yeah,
I think
it's
we were back to I think we were back to like 60 crews by then,
the,
like
the
in
budget is
1 year.
definitely less. Yes.
Well, it just makes the budget more impactful, like you could bring out a crew, put them in one hotel room,
Yes,
you
yes.
know, uh, you know,
Yeah.
the prize money, if it's like 5,000 or 10,000, it goes to three people as opposed to like 10. Like,
Hmm.
each person makes more money. So like,
Hmm.
yeah, it just got more enticing that way.
Hmm.
So
And then
yeah.
you decided to start to switch every couple of years?
We ran with 3-on-3 for a while, and then 1 year we were just like, let's do 2-on-2. And
Hmm.
then we tried 2-on-2, and then we went back to 3-on-3, or like the bigger ones like 20, 25. We did the crew battles because I
Yes.
feel like those are more special times.
Yes.
Which like in 30 we're gonna do crew battle. Actually, we might do crew battle next year because we're gonna do the.
I
I mean,
mean,
you're getting like the first dibs, but like next year we're doing the world finals in Japan again.
nice.
Yeah, so
Nice.
we're
Oh,
doing a big.
exclusive, exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a full cruise. So
Ah, cool. I mean,
yeah,
I'm definitely more of a fan of the crew battles, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah, for
I
sure. I
think
mean, we could do it
also,
there. Yeah, I feel like we could do it there because like there's more crews out there.
definitely
Like,
Japan,
like
definitely, and I think everybody's a little bit tired of seeing all the one-on-ones after we saw the Olympics and so
yeah.
every year the BC ones and everything,
And
and
even this year, we were like, I was gonna do 3-on-3, but then we brought back Out for Fame.
mhm,
We did a couple Out for Fames around the world, and we're doing the World Finals in Japan in January.
nice.
But we were throwing around the idea of maybe doing the 5-on-5 at Freestyle Session, like just as kind of like a show,
Hmm.
because we were gonna do 8 qualifiers around the world, fly all the winners, and then just have those 8 crews battle at Freestyle Session.
Ah,
But
nice.
it just didn't really work out because we couldn't really get the budget to do eight events. So we did like 3 or 4 events. So all the winners of those are gonna go to Japan, and then we're gonna do an open qualifier in Japan.
Hmm.
But since we're doing the 5-on-5, and it was almost gonna be like that for Freestyle Session 2, we like bumped it from 3 to 2 because
Hmm.
then it would have been a little bit of contrast,
Yes.
like duos versus 5-on-5. So,
Hmm.
but then since the 5-on-5 is gone, we're just doing duos. So,
Hmm.
but we're doing duos on every category, so
Yeah.
it's pretty dope. Yeah,
It makes sense then, right? If you do it
yeah,
in every
yeah.
category. So this year is edition number 28, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
please tell us, uh, which edition was the worst? Like everything went wrong. So many bad things happened.
Well, I mean, bad things happen at Freestyle 8, but it also turned out really, really good too.
Yes.
So like sometimes you could turn a negative into a positive.
Hmm.
That's what I say.
But was there like any major incidents like the music went out or the lights went
Well,
out?
8, we were gonna lose the venue like right on that day.
Okay.
Yeah, like the 8, like for like 2 hours, nobody knew even if the event was gonna happen because the police came and shut it down. They're like, no, you're not having it anymore.
Okay.
Uh, so it was at a dome in Long Beach, and then across the street or like in the same park was the Queen Mary, the boat. So it wasn't supposed to be in the boat. It was supposed to be in the dome, but since the city owns part of the dome, they don't own some of the ship. So they told us they're gonna cancel or like we can't use it, we can't do it. And then the guy that books the dome also books the ship, and he was like, you know what? They can't say shit if we do it on the ship, so let's do it on the ship. And I was like, well, where are we gonna do it in the ship? I was like, where are we gonna do it in the ship? And he was just like, in this room right here. Come check it out. So I go walk, and then it's like you go in, and then it goes into like a hole, like because it's like 4 stories.
Hmm.
And then I look down, and the first part I see like a checkerboard floor, and I look all the way down, and it's like the whole thing was a checkerboard floor, and I was like, I didn't even have to think about it. I was just like, all right, cool, let's do it. Like, oh my God. Like in my head, I was like,
Wow.
yo, how the fuck do they have this checkerboard floor on a 4-story, like little Thunderdome looking room that I never seen before in my life? And this just happened. Like it was like meant to be, you know?
I mean, it ended up to be one of the best locations
The
we ever saw.
iconic, iconic,
Did you
you
saw
know?
Freestyle Session on the boat? This was everybody
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's so
we're thinking about
nice.
trying to go back over there, but really, man, I had so much of a bad taste with that city
Uh-huh.
canceling us like that. It was really bad. So like, I don't know
Mhm.
if I really want to ever go back over there, but we'll
And
see.
the edition with the most participants, was it 10?
8 and 10. Well, breaker wise, 10,
Mm-hmm.
but 8 was more the most spectators.
Okay.
Uh, there's
Nice.
like 3 or 4 thousand people. There's a lot of people. Yeah.
Everybody on the ship?
Well, there was an outside area and then an indoor area. So like,
Okay, I see,
yeah,
I see.
yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Well, plus we had like a concert lineup. We had like, well, Black Eyed Peas were supposed to perform, but we couldn't do it anymore. But like Big Daddy Kane, uh, Cros One, Merce, DJ Cuber, Jazzy Jeff, Slick Rick. Yeah, it was pretty great. It
Nice.
was pretty insane. It was pretty insane.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah,
So if you can choose, I mean, there's so much battles, there is so much history. Can
yeah.
you mention maybe like a couple of battles that you think really meant a lot for Freestyle Session, the brand?
Uh, I would say Flying Tortillas versus Soul Control
Mm-hmm.
at Freestyle 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, MZK versus like, the Koreans in at Freestyle Session 10.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really make a video for that, so like, I mean, it's more like an urban myth, I guess you could say. And then other than that, like, like when Skillbat Renegades won 1 year,
Yes.
I think it was the 15-year anniversary, like that one was dope. Um, yeah, man, now it's just like it's kind of like almost like it's expected to like raise the bar every time, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, the people
Yeah.
expect more and more and more, right?
Yeah. And then the 20-year anniversary was dope because we brought that back to crew battle, and then like what was it Monster Energy versus like the Squadron. That
Mm-hmm. The
one that
squadron
one
with the
that
rugged.
one.
Or
No,
was
no,
it? No,
the
that was,
year.
yes, this was only the
Yeah, yeah.
squadron, yeah.
It was the year that Mex One passed away, rest in peace,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Mm-hmm.
had the shirts and everything. So like that was very memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so nice. Yeah,
There's so many, man. It's like
of course,
it's hard to pinpoint, but
20,
those pretty much stand out to me.
28. I also participated in Switzerland. I
Yeah,
was in Biel, in Biel.
yeah.
I mean, you did many editions in Switzerland, right?
We did a few, yeah, because Nicole used to do them all the time. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, you did them on all continents?
huh?
Or you did qualifiers on all continents?
I think so. We did like 50 countries,
50 countries.
not all in 1 year, but
Of
like
course,
we,
of
we
course.
have done. Yeah, we only did like one in Africa. We did one in South America, and I wasn't even able to go. And I
Ah,
still haven't been over
damn.
there since. But like, yeah, I sent like John Jay and Hong Ten
Mm-hmm.
to go for me. Yeah.
Ah, okay. And any plans to go to new countries?
I don't really like make calls and like ask people to do it. It's
Mm-hmm.
more like people hit us up and we have like a conversation and then we figure out if it's doable or not.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I probably should reach out to more countries, but it just takes partners and people that get it to do it. So it's very, very hard to find quality partners. So like, that's why it kind of like comes and goes, it comes in
Mm-hmm.
waves.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to go to places that it hasn't been.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see where it goes from here. I mean,
And
maybe one
now,
day I'll have a big freaking, team of people that could work with me, and we could actually like hit people up and be like, hey, let's make it happen, or get a nice sponsorship, and then I could just be like, yo, let's do it, and then I have the
Mhm.
budget already,
Mhm.
and then I could do it.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
you know how budgets are, man. It's
I
kind of like
mean, and with the sponsors and everything, then one
yeah,
year it's good, then the next year it's not good anymore. Yeah, it's
yeah,
you can't always
yeah. You have
depend on
to.
them.
Yeah, these days I feel like if you don't have a sponsor, then you might as well just like don't chance it.
I mean,
Like
the
I feel
problem
like
is if you don't have a sponsor, you can't bring quality, you know?
yeah, and you need quality to like stand out in the crowd of all these
Yeah.
events.
Yeah, definitely,
I mean,
definitely.
I get it. I get why people want to do events.
Hmm.
Because it's of course it's a feeling that we had when we first started, but at the same time, there's so many events. It's like what are you bringing? If you're not bringing anything new to the table, then like I mean, just like go help somebody that's already doing them.
Yes.
Learn the ropes. Like learn the
Yes.
ropes. Learn the
Yes.
game. Learn the ropes. Like really see what it entails and be of some help. Like
Hmm.
because like the scene needs help. I
Hmm.
feel like so.
Hmm. So for future organizers, what are some do's and don'ts you would tell them?
Dues, I would say like hit up all the other promoters and make sure that you're not doing the same date.
Hmm.
Even like wherever you're doing them at, like know who the movers and shakers are in their area. I feel like there's some promoters now that they'll do events in other countries or other places, and then they won't even like hit up the people in those local areas. It's weird.
That's
So like,
crazy. That happens every
yeah,
day.
yeah. So like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just say do like, yeah, just kind of do your due diligence, really.
Hmm. Hmm.
Don't I would say, yeah, don't do events on the same days as other people. Don't go don't go into places where you don't know anybody. Uh, you know, don't go in over your head because a lot of people are just kind of like they'll just do too much and then, usually what happens a lot is they'll do one event and then they'll be done because it's like they find
Yeah,
out how hard it is.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the small things that you forget, right?
Yeah.
Like a pen, like paper for the judges to write on.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's crazy that the budgets are so high now. It's like you need like a judging freaking system, you know,
I need the light guy.
like there's like all kinds of shit. Lights, yeah, freaking travel agents, freaking,
Yeah, yeah,
sound. I mean, there's so much everything,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely you definitely need to learn it.
Uh,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. So in 2 weeks we have the next edition, right?
Yep.
Any specials or something you're looking forward to it in this edition?
Um, just seeing who's coming and stuff. I feel like because I kind of get inside scoop on who's coming, so I'm not inclined to say who comes, but I feel like the B girl battle is gonna be like raise a lot of eyebrows. Will be
Hmm.
pretty dope. Um, feel like the kids battle is gonna be crazy again. I feel like kids battles are just trying to overtake like all the other battles now at this point.
Hmm.
So like, and then the main event I think is gonna be dope. I'm really looking forward to the popping battle. I'm a
Hmm.
fan of popping. That's why I even included it in the first place a long time ago. And over the years, we've like really grown into like one of the main events of the year in the world for popping.
Ah,
So
nice. That's dope.
yeah, so like popping, I feel like is gonna be crazy. And then we added open styles and took out all the other categories, so we kind of bunched them all into open styles.
Hmm.
So that should be interesting. Since with dance your style popping off everywhere, I feel like
Hmm.
open styles kind of like breathed a whole new light to like
I,
all the
I
categories that never really had anything.
I like that you call it open style and
Uh,
not all styles.
yeah,
I
it's
think
open
open style
style.
is a much better word for it.
Because yeah, I mean, there are breakers that enter. I mean, we have so many categories for breaking though. Like you don't really need to dance open styles, but I
Hmm.
mean, if you have a dope partner that does other styles, then you're more than welcome to go. But like,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, it's open. It's like free. It's a free for all. There's not really any structure to it. It's just
Right.
you go out there, they play music, and then you do your thing.
I
So
mean, the name is program, right? Freestyle
yeah,
session. So.
Yeah, I mean, technically, it could be
Mhm.
freestyle session could be a crazy open style battle too.
No, definitely, yeah. And who came up with the gold rings? That's so dope. That is so
uh,
dope.
yeah, I came up with that because I really came up with that idea because I was gonna do away with just cash prizes in general
Yeah.
because I just felt like it was like I don't know. I feel like I want to say I felt like breaking was just eating itself up, trying to like do more and more prizes.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like I mean, it's cool that you get prizes, but if that's the reason why you're doing it, then it's kind of like I don't know. I felt that it was kind of counterproductive.
Hmm.
So I was like, what can I put out there that's actually worth money, will go up over time, and then also looks dope and is something like it lasts
I
forever,
mean, I'm
and like
that's so dope. I rather take a ring
yeah,
than prize money. You can
yeah,
wear it, you flex with it, you know.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy because we made the rings and then afterwards everybody on their mom like has an event with the ring now. So, but like now we're the original ring.
I
I,
took inspiration from it and I wanted to create bracelets.
yeah, I wanted to make like medallions, like like
Ah, okay.
but you know since the Olympics last year happened, we were doing like for our tour we were doing the medals,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like
Mm-hmm. But you have a plug for this because the budget for this must be crazy.
but the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend owns a jewelry business,
Okay.
but yeah, like the first couple of years it was cool. Like we were doing a 14 karat. The the rings were meaty, you know, and then eventually like gold started going up in price. So we had to like carve it out, make it more hollow. And then I had to change it to like 10 karat a couple of years back. And then this year gold actually doubled in price.
Damn.
So this year I had to take a little bit out of the cash prize to put into the ring
Okay, I see.
and
Okay.
also even put a little bit of my money into the ring.
Hmm.
I mean, but it's still comparable to last year.
So who
But
won the
this
sport?
year, this year actually might be the last year that we do actual gold, like real gold.
It's expensive.
Because what's gonna happen is I'm probably gonna make it like silver rings,
And then gold colored, right?
but no, I'm gonna make silver rings. They'll be silver, but I'll just take whatever money that I would have put into the gold into the cash prize.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Back to square one with this
Yeah.
money shit. But like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want anybody like complain like, oh, it's worth less
So
now
who
because
has the 14K, 14 karat rings?
I think the first like 4 or 5 years.
Ah, okay, okay. It was not
Yeah,
just one edition and they got the big ones and then it got less and less.
yeah. Like the biggest ones I think were like actually the biggest ones that we had were when Hong Ten and Dizzy won.
Mm.
They had these big ass rings, man. They're big as hell. Like
Ah,
they're hell big.
with the big logo, right? And then they
Yeah.
turn into the smaller ones, right?
No, it's just the real big. I mean, they're all like the same pattern.
Because
They all look the
I
same.
saw El Niño's one.
Yeah,
Was it?
he has 14 karat gold ones. Yeah.
Ah, because it was like perfect for the hand. You had like
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
like this.
But there was one year where I fucked up and they made it too big. And I
Okay.
was gonna take it back, melt it down, and make smaller ones. But they were like, "Well, if you melt it down and make smaller ones, it's gonna still cost the same amount of money because you fucked up." And I'm like, "All right, well, I'll just keep the bigger rings then.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave those out." So I
Thank
just did
you.
that.
Thank you.
But like, yeah, but yeah, like I said, man, this next year, this year is probably gonna be the last year for real gold rings. But they'll
Yeah.
still look the same. They'll still look dope. And if the winners actually want a gold ring, they can just use their cash prizes to buy one. So.
I know a guy who
Yeah.
can make some rings. Yeah.
So,
Ah, that's so nice. That's so
yeah,
nice.
because it went from like when I originally made them, it was like 12 or $1,300, and most of
Mhm.
that money was gold,
Mhm.
right? And then over time, it went up to like 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we had to carve it out, went back down to like 13,
Yeah.
and then we made them 10 karat, and then the gold actually went
And
up, so
you make a
still like
lot of these, right? You don't just
well,
make
if you
two
do
or
make
three.
like 10 of them, dude.
Yeah.
So like yeah, so yeah, it's a big expense, man. Like, and if you try to make those rings in real life, they're like you would spend at least $2,500 making
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If you don't have a
Like,
plug, gold is
uh,
really expensive. Yeah. Hey, everybody who listens and views, don't try to rob these people now, huh? Yeah. Don't try to rob them for their rings, please.
yeah,
Nice. There is still tickets available to purchase, or you can just go there and
yeah,
buy them?
yeah. You could get all the tickets at freestylesession.com.
Ah, nice.
Yeah,
Nice. So
yeah,
you after 28 years, you still get excited, like you get nervous and everything before the event?
yeah. I mean, it's more just to like make sure everything's getting done.
Hmm.
Like this year, I mean, the last couple years they've done like BC1 like the week before freestyle session. So I'm going to Japan for BC1. So like it's like right in the middle of everything. So that's why I told you like on text. I was like, man, there's how come my last minute for my event lasts like 3 weeks? Like,
Ah, okay. Now I get it.
I had just went to Paris, got back, and now it's already this week. I'm going to next, Tuesday. I'm going to Japan,
And
and
it
I
goes
come
like this.
back, and then it's like right the same week as
Yeah.
freestyle session. So like, yeah, like even though it's October and I still have 2 weeks, it's literally like I'm doing like last minute shit because of that.
Mhm,
I don't have too much time
mhm,
after. So
mhm.
yeah,
That's nice. That's nice.
yeah,
I mean, uh, one day I'll have to make it. I didn't made it
yeah.
yet to the USA for
Oh man, you gotta
freestyle
come.
session.
Yeah,
I was one time I was in the States in New York, but that was not a breaking trip. That was just
yeah,
with some friends. But
yeah.
one day I will make it to the session. So we come to our category. It's called your fave five, right? Where we talk about your favorite five things.
Yeah.
So we always start classic with the B-boys. So your favorite five B-boys all time, and it doesn't have to be an order, right? Not number one, number two, just five names.
Uh, Ken Swift, Storm, um, Jazzy J, Reveal, I guess came out.
Oh, that's nice.
Or Vengeance. Vengeance was dope too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout outs to him too. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. We continue with the B-girls.
Mm. Five B-girls of all time?
Yes, your favorite five B-girls of all time.
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I probably be newer just because like the level of breaking for
Mm-hmm.
girls now is crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
like right now I like Royal, she's pretty dope. Um, Ami, of course, gold medalist.
Mm-hmm.
Nika's dope. Um, shoot, who else? Um, and then Narumi and Ayumi
Nice.
rounded out and
The
easy.
sisters. The sisters, yes.
Actually, yeah, Yasmin from Japan is hella dope too. I
Oh
really
yeah.
love it.
One of my favorites is actually judging in freestyle session.
Who's that?
Nadia Da Funk.
Oh yeah, she's up there too, man. Yeah,
Nadia is the question.
yeah,
Yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot. There is a
yeah.
lot, right? But we cannot put now 100 names out, right? Uh, so we already talked about some favorite moments from freestyle session, right? So and you also battled a lot. You told us. So tell us five of your favorite battles that you battled.
That I battles.
Yes.
Uh, the number one for me would be like me and I battled Iron Monkey.
Yes.
Yeah, so we battled at like a one-on-one solo battle in LA at this thing called Foundation Fun Collective.
Mm-hmm.
But we went like a couple rounds, and then it was a tiebreaker, and then I won the tiebreaker and I beat him.
Nice.
So that one, I battled against Rhythm Bugs when they were
Oh,
called
cool.
Foot Soldiers. So I battled with these guys that eventually became like Soul Control and these guys called them Droogies. One of them was Soul Control, the other ones just were Droogies, but we battled them, Foot Soldiers, and then where else? Like a kind of cipher battle. Like I battled like this random dude from Style Elements. He used to do power, but like it wasn't Super Dave. It was like another guy. Just kind of battled in the cipher, just kind of like going at it a little bit. I forgot what the guy's name was, but he was super dope. It was fun. And then I battled against like Rocksteady Japan.
Nice.
when I lived in Japan, like I would go to the club and I would just go call people out. So like battle those guys. And then who else? Mm, Probably one of my favorite battles. Like I battled with my friends with Iron Monkey and Reveal. We called ourselves Revealing Cross's Monkey. Like we were just making like a funny ass name, but then we battled a bunch of people in San Diego and we won. But like yeah, just that random memory was cool.
Nice, nice. The good times. Well, what do you remember when the last time was that you battled?
Ah, I think that was maybe 2000. Yeah, I around 2000 I stopped practicing, and then around 2002, 3, 4 ish, like I stopped breaking altogether just because I got injured and I
Mhm.
started gaining weight, and then it just started getting harder to do my moves. And then
Yeah.
it's funny though, like I wanted to talk about this like somewhere like where it's just kind of like when you reach a certain age in breaking, like you feel like you can still do it, right? Or you like take a time off and then you're like, you know what, I just practice for a couple of weeks and get my shit back and everything's cool. But I don't know, man. There reaches a point where like you're just not gonna get the shit back like that fast. It'll take a couple years or whatever. So like, I feel like finally now I'm at that age where I'm just like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna ever really come back and really do all that shit because this is like, I'm 50 years old now, so it's like
Hmm.
there's no way. Like, I'll be happy if I could do head spins again. Like I did the like a couple years ago. I practiced head spins for like a couple months, and I finally got a little bit back. But it's still
Right.
like not even at the level it used to be.
And that gets frustrating too, right?
Very frustrating because you feel like you feel inside. You know the mannerisms. You know how to do it. It's just your body doesn't follow you anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's wild, man. I can
Yeah.
see why. I can see why when later in the careers of people, like why they would kind of be mad at the world. You know, because you can't do shit. But it's
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's not our
that's
fault.
I
It's just,
think that's the worst feeling when you know you can do it, but you can't
yeah,
do it, you know?
yeah,
Your body just stay because I got
yeah. It's like
injured.
I know I could do windmills, I know I could do flares, but if I try, I'm just not gonna do it. So it's
Yeah,
like, fuck, I don't even want to try.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And breaking gave us the most happiness in our life, right?
yeah.
When you learn the
I
new
mean,
moves.
it still does. It just in other ways.
Yes.
Like I found like, like not too long after I stopped breaking.
Nine.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that.
All cool, all cool. Uh, can you you're kind of huh? Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So you were saying
What was I saying?
I can't rewind it.
What was I talking about?
We'll talk about when you grow older, you can't do your moves anymore.
Oh, I was saying like I see why people are mad at the
Yes, yes,
world
yes,
because they
exactly.
can't break anymore. But like, yeah, like, and then people like in your mind you think you can still break, so it's kind of like you're still on some like, yo, I'll fuck you up, I'll serve you, I'll do this and this and that. But like, really, man, your body can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, some people like they're anomalies and they can still do it to
Yeah.
this day, like as hard as they did back then. But like. I mean, for me, it's not happening, dude. I'm
Mhm.
not battling somebody at 50 fucking years old. It's not just not
So no Battle
possible.
of Gods invitation for you.
Oh man,
Yeah.
shit. I would have to have a 5 year heads up, and I'd have to get paid a lot of money because I'd have to take off time from work to be able to like train and really do
Yeah.
it, which is
Dedi
just not gonna happen.
Dedicate yourself 100%, right? Yeah.
Yeah. battle of one round maybe, but even that would be take a lot of time.
So you told us you traveled so many countries, right? So can you tell
Yeah.
us five of your favorite countries or cities that you visited?
Well, I met my wife in Thailand, so
Nice.
Thailand one of my favorites, and
Mhm.
then we're probably gonna end up retiring there one day, and then Japan,
Mhm.
Japan, just because it's Japan. I'm half Japanese, and it's where I just kind of learned business and stuff. But Japan is just dope altogether. If anybody's ever been, they know.
Mhm.
Um, where else? Like we're in Europe. I like Austria.
Really?
Austria's pretty dope. Yeah, like Vienna.
I'm born in Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna's a dope city, man. Vienna's
I
a dope
didn't
city.
expect you saying Vienna, but Vienna is
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, yeah, Vienna is
yeah. I've had
beautiful.
some good times there with some friends. So like Vienna,
Mhm.
um, you know, I've had good time in the UK.
Mhm.
And then also where else? Yalta when it was like
Oh, yeah.
Yalta Summer Jam time. Like
Mhm.
that was a really dope spot.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, it's like being a whole war
Yeah.
over it. That's how
Okay.
dope it is, right? There's two countries like really going after it.
Crazy.
And then yeah, I think that's five
Mhm. And five cities or countries you want to visit you never visited before?
that I want to visit. I mean, I definitely want to check out like Lagos, Nigeria.
Mhm.
Um, I want to check out Cape Town, South Africa. I would like to check out Iceland,
Mhm.
or the city there is, because I want to check out that Blue Lagoon, just for that one reason. Um, where else? Uh, I want to check out what's that small island in Asia?
Not Bali, right?
I would actually like to go to Bali. I've never been to Bali. I like to go to Bali, but there's another spot, like real small island.
Mhm.
I forget what it's called, but I want to go there.
Well, hard to find the flight if you don't know the name, right?
Well, they definitely don't have they don't have breakers there, that's for sure. But
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So since you sold sneakers back in the days and I'm a sneakerhead, what's
Yeah.
your favorite five sneakers of all time?
Air Max 95s were my
Ooh,
favorites. It
okay.
sucks because I ruptured my Achilles, so my scar for my Achilles injury is right at the top where the 95 is, so I can't wear 95s anymore.
Scheiße.
Yeah, I can't wear them anymore. I can only wear the high tops, so I have
Mhm.
some high top 95s.
Okay.
But I like Jordan 3s, Jordan 5s, um, Air Max 90s, Air Max 1s. I mean, those
Mhm.
are always all like,
All-time
dope
classics.
silhouette.
All-time classics.
Yeah, so. But yeah, those are my main sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
95s are my shit, man. They were like the all time.
Mm-hmm.
Just I can't fuck with them anymore. This is the sad part.
Scheiße.
Yeah,
Um, Another question. Are you into NBA?
a little bit,
Uh,
a little
so,
bit.
you have a dream starting five?
Dream starting five. Not really, because I don't really even know that far. But I mean, Shaquille O'Neal is one of my favorite players growing up
Okay, okay.
because he went to LSU, and my dad's from Mississippi, so like LSU is like not too like maybe 2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
So Shaq, I like Kobe Bryant, I like
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, I like of course I like Jordan. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
But
um,
who's your GOAT?
my goat, Jordan for sure.
Jordan. Yes.
Yeah. But that doesn't take anything away from like Kobe or LeBron. Those
Mm-hmm.
guys are, I'd say, top three all time.
Yeah,
Like the three right there. But like,
they're also
I don't know.
amazing.
I find it weird that people be like, LeBron is not as good as Michael Jordan, but he's always in the conversation. But yeah, it's hard to deny Jordan when he went to the finals like what
6-0
six times, and yeah,
and never seen a game seven.
yeah, yeah. And
For
it
me,
sucks though because there was rumors that he like got caught gambling. That's why there was like that middle time when he went to the baseball.
so his father, yeah, because of his,
Yeah, so yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's some crazy
But just some crazy shit. Yeah, some
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
conspiracy
some crazy
shit. Yeah,
conspiracy. For me
yeah.
personally, I was always like when I saw LeBron hitting all these numbers, then he broke the record of Kareem and shit, you know. I
Right.
always thought like maybe he's the GOAT, you know. But last year he played against the Timberwolves and
Yeah.
they were down, you know,
Yeah.
2-1 in games. And in the game he started laughing and having fun with Edwards, you know.
Right.
And I thought to myself, Jordan would never do this.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He would have
Yeah, just
never
a
done
different
this.
era, you know? Different
Yeah, he
era for
would
sure.
have And in that moment, I knew exactly Jordan is the GOAT for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also if you took Jordan's stats like when he was around LeBron's age though, he wasn't close to being in any playoff, you know?
Nobody. This is if one thing makes LeBron GOAT, then his
Uh,
longevity, right?
uh, yeah, I mean, but also he's comes from the era like even when they're talking about Jordan was like, like players taking days off and
Ah,
stuff.
with the load management, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like he doesn't fuck with load management. So
Yeah.
like, but load management obviously works if you have people like LeBron still being able to play till this day,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely. Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. So now we're gonna create the perfect breakup. Okay, we have
All right.
the normal elements. We know freezes, top rocks, power moves, and top rocks, but we're gonna
Yeah.
add flavor and fashion, right?
All right.
So for you, sir, what is the best breaker top rock wise?
Top rock wise, I'd say why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah.
Why not,
Uh,
right?
yep, definitely. Uh, Footwork.
Footwork. Let me see. Who would I go footwork wise? Footwork. Uh, damn. Who would I pick? I'll go with Ken Swift.
The Prince.
Uh,
Then we got freezes.
freezes. Shit. Prime. Prime reveal.
Oh my God. Reveal
Yeah.
is on my Mount Rushmore. Then we have power moves.
Power moves. I mean, I like new power moves and stuff,
Mhm.
but I like old school power moves too. So I'll say Prime Storm.
Storm. I saw an interview when he said, you know, when I go into the head spin in my combo, I can get energy back because then I can breathe again. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, you
okay.
can.
So we got flavor.
Flavor. I'll go B girl, Yasmin.
Oh, that's definitely not a wrong answer. And last but not least, fashion.
Fashion.
How should he be dressed or she? The perfect breakup.
I actually like how Ken Swift dresses because he's dressed like old school, like angle, but like
If
new
I get
fashion. You know?
into Kenny's age, I want to be dressed like that too.
Yeah, he dresses cool. Like
Yeah. So the perfect
even more
breakup.
over the top than I would. You know, like he's always like dipped out, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shoes matches the hat, matches
Yes.
the, like he's
And
always like
always Adidas with Adidas
yeah,
and Nike with Nike.
yeah, yeah,
This is what I want to be also in
yeah.
my life. Yes.
Yeah.
So the perfect breaker, according to Cros One, has the top rocks of Why Not, the footwork of Ken Swift, the freezes of Reveal, the power moves of Storm, the flavor of Jasmine, and he is or she is dressed like Ken Swift. That's a nice one. And the last
That's
question
funny.
of today, there is aliens are coming, a UFO.
Oh,
Yes. And they say we're gonna take over the world, but you, Cross One, can't save the world. We're gonna do a 5-on-5 battle. And
oh
you
shit.
have to build the team with the five best USA breakers of all time in their prime. Who do you
Wow.
choose?
Huh.
in their
Well,
prime.
I've already told him before. I already told you before. So Ken Swift, Reveal, K-Mel, Ives.
Ooh, Ives, okay.
Damn, it's like an all-time Rock Force crew. Because I would say Machine too.
That's nice list.
Yeah.
I don't think the aliens will take over the world. Nine.
I don't even think they would want to do it. Like that's a
Man,
scary squad. That's a
imagine,
scary squad.
imagine Ken Swift, Reveal, K-Mel, Ives, and Machine in their prime stand in front of you and look at you.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
turn around and go home.
yeah, yeah. Ah, I can ask you this because you're also a DJ, right?
Yeah.
Who plays the battle?
Who plays that battle?
Mhm.
I mean, my DJ Lacey.
DJ Lacy, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Nice. Uh, Thank you very much. It was a wonderful conversation with you.
Yeah.
I had lots of fun. Any last words and shoutouts?
No, man. Just hope to see everybody at Freestyle Session. If not there, then anywhere around the world that I would go to.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I'll be able to go to check out your event one of these days.
Yeah,
It's,
this
it's
year
been on my
was
radar.
this year was crazy.
Yeah, Daniel's always telling me about it, so like I'm always like, yeah, I want to go, but then I'm
Cross,
always
we
getting busy.
every year we break our
Yeah.
own records, and this year in 6 days
Yeah.
over TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, in 6 days we had 36 million views.
Nice.
That is, I can't even.
Hopefully you get more sponsors because of it.
Yeah. Oh my God. This was my first thought. This was my first thought. If now the sponsors not coming, when would they come?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes. So from my side, again, also thank you for taking your time. I know
Yeah,
you're a busy man.
yeah.
For all the viewers and listeners, subscribe now. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Yes. Comment who you want to see next. Thumbs up for the algorithm. Post notification on so you never miss a video. Every Sunday, we have your favorite breaking show. Every Sunday, knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. And if you want to show full support, you go to Patreon, pay €5, and at the beginning of the month you get all the podcasts in advance. Yes, so you don't have to wait for every Sunday. Yeah. Also
Nice.
go to Bottega Prama, get your merch there, minus 10% with the code GT. And yeah, that was your favorite breaking show with your favorite people.
That's right. Peace.